Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Hi there.
Here we've got The Lord of the Rings with lightsabers. This came out. This came out about 2 weeks ago, and I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings. I'm a big fan of lightsabers. I thought, why not do a reaction to this? It could be amazing, it could be horrible, but the upvotes are very, very strong. 82,000 up, 1.4 thousand down, so let's check this out. I see no lightsabers.
They're coming.
Sean Beard, where's he been?
They're coming.
He got his head chopped off in King's Landing, don't you know?
Oh, nice. Nice music.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, what? They're little hobbit lightsabers.
I know, it's so cute.
Music. I forgot how shaky this fight scene was. Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that works.
I didn't see that earlier. The glowing of the bow. Oh. Sparkles.
Is it wrong that I think that thing is kind of cute?
That?
Yeah.
Well, it's weird. I guess you think it looks like a pug, right?
Yeah. Not so much. Uh-oh.
What's that chain link thing he's wearing called again?
I forgot. I think it begins with an M.
I thought it begins with an I.
Oh, is it?
The impenetrable or something.
Oh, maybe.
That's not the word, but it's something like that.
I keep wanting to say it's like mithril or something like that.
Oh, maybe that's okay. I don't know.
But that could be from like Final Fantasy or whatever. Come on!
It's that strobe effect that Peter Jackson likes.
Oh, now you're gonna get it.
That's cool.
That was cool. He's okay.
He's alive.
That's why you wear armor.
I'm not hurt. Should we dead?
I think there's more to this topic than meets the eye.
You think?
Surprises, Mr. Baggins. To the bridge of Custard.
Oh, we're still going. Okay.
Oh.
Got another 40 seconds left in this. Oh, back to that Lord of the Rings music. It's a great theme song.
Wow. Oh, dang.
That was cool.
Wow.
First, I want to say that hats off to the creator, Immersion VFX. They did a fantastic job with this because it looked like it belonged. The way that it was immersed into the video, you know, I mean, there's a lot of rotoscoping involved in that. And he did a fantastic job also with the light effects that kind of glow and how the light kind of bled onto the character, each of the actors. It felt like they were actually holding lightsabers, you know, it was a nice integration. I thought that was really cool. The second thing I want to say is that it actually made me resent Rise of Skywalker even more. I felt like this was more exciting to watch even though there was a lot of shaky shit.
Yeah.
This was more exciting for me to watch than a lot of the action in Rise of Skywalker, which is just sad. It's like, how is that possible? This movie came out 20 years ago or something, right? The music was also very nicely done.
Yeah, that was a really great integration. It just seems like a lot of hard work, and especially the fact that it was so shaky, I'm sure it wasn't easy.
Probably made it harder, yeah.
Yeah, because I was watching that and I was just like, oh my god, it's all over the place.
Well, yeah, so when you're doing, I mean, in my limited experience, I'm gonna convey what I understand. With After Effects, assuming that he did this with After Effects, you sort of create keyframes, right? And so your first keyframe is where it starts, your last keyframe is where it ends. You make those 2 points, and then you sort of animate the in-between, whatever the computer can't figure out on its own. And sometimes it does an all right job with sort of guessing it. You know, it does its own guesswork, and then you sort of go, no, that's not, and then you fix it. But when the camera's shaky, from my experience, it just compounds how much effort is involved. With all the moving, like the sweeping moving shots and the shaky camera and whatnot, it still was locked on to their items. I didn't feel it breaking from their items at all. So this guy did a fantastic job, or girl, I'm pretty sure it's a dude, but who knows? Anyway, I don't want to be sexist. So he did a great job with keeping it locked onto their individual weapons. I thought it was fantastic.
And I also like the bit at the end where it's just them running away and you can see like their little lightsabers and it's like really far away, and then you just see more and more of the orcs popping up with their red lightsabers, just like.
Well, yeah, it's certainly exciting. It feels like something that you would see in a Star Wars video game, like a cutscene that was done by, hopefully I'm getting my information correct when I say this, but like Blur Studios, I believe, did some Star Wars cutscenes for Knights of the Old Republic or stuff like that. This is reminiscent of that. Just this barrage of lightsabers and the crazy action, the big sweeping shots and whatever. Anyway, now I've said all the positive, right? The thing that I felt after about 3 minutes was, I don't know that I needed 6.5 minutes of this. After about a minute or two, I'm like, I think I'm good. Like, I've seen what lightsabers look like in Lord of the Rings, and I think I'm happy. If I was watching this in the context of the entire film, like this was part of a feature film, then obviously I would be more engaged, but I'm very familiar with Lord of the Rings, and you know, for me this would work better as Instagram clips. Like, a 1 minute thing to sort of amuse you and then you move on to the next thing. I wonder what the back end statistics look like on this video, because, you know, as a YouTube content creator, you see how well your videos fare, not just in views, but in terms of watch time. And so I wonder if people on average watch this more than 50% of the way through. I felt my attention waning after about 50%. And I don't say that very often. And it's only because I'm so familiar with Lord of the Rings. Like, I got the joke, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So after about, you know, 3-4 minutes of it, I'm like, okay, that was amusing. My smile was wearing off a little bit. But then it kind of came back at the end, like you saying, all the little guys popping up with the lightsaber, the red lightsabers and whatnot. What is the thing called that Frodo was wearing? Oh, it's not called a chain link. What's it called?
It's called chainmail.
Chainmail. I said that wrong. Wow, that was stupid of me.
It's mithril. It's an elven metal. It's very, very strong, I think. Mithril. I was right! It's a mithril shirt!
Well, I'm stupid. Hey, look, you read the books. I didn't read the books.
I did, but it's been so long.
Doesn't matter.
You know, like
Doesn't matter.
I read the. So I watched the movie first, and then I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe my friends are onto something when they talked about this, because I had The Hobbit. I had a beautiful illustrated copy of The Hobbit. I read it and I was like, kind of bored. But like, it's a short read, so I finished it. Lord of the Rings came out and I was like, whoa, that's so epic, that's so cool. And then I read Lord of the Rings and I really made myself read it. It was a tough read at first, but it gets better and it's like really interesting and fun. So yes, but that was a long time ago and I read it once. I have friends who like reread that book religiously, and I've watched the movies like maybe a handful of times, and it's been so long since I last watched it. So I'm genuinely surprised that I remembered that.
Peace out.